I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Settle down now, children. Settle down. I'm ready to read my new Christmas poem.
Oh, this'll be a treat.
Settle down now. I said settle down! Or I won't read the Christmas poem, and there will be no dinner, and no supper, and bloody noses, and no presents.
Yes, children. Be still now.
That's better.
Read us your poem, darling.
Give me a minute, would you? Something in my throat. Probably it's all this dust because the house is so filthy. I am surrounded by dirt. But perhaps your mother and I will discuss that later in the privacy of our marital bed.
Darling, read your poem.
All right, children. Are you ready?
Yes, Daddy.
Call me Father.
Yes, Father.
Call me Pater. That's Latin for father. Enough of this no one knowing Latin anymore. How can they expect to read Caesar's writings on the Gallic Wars if they don't even know Latin? Call me Pater. Yes, Pater.
Darling, we're so looking forward to your Christmas poem.
Yes, I have it right here in my hand. And if you children would just settle down, I shall read it.
Yes, children. Settle down.
Oh, God, there's ringing in my ears. Does everyone else hear it?
Yes, it emanates from your ears out into the general air. We all hear it. It's a shame. It must be very loud if we can all hear it from over here.
Yeah, well, I go to a doctor if I didn't think they were all quacks.
The duck does quack.
Don't interrupt me when my ears are ringing.
But your ears are always ringing.
If your ears are ringing, you should answer them.
That does it, Mary. Get me the shotgun.
Oh dear, it's Christmas. Read us your fucking poem, would you?
All right, Stephanie, here we go. Settle down now. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house...
This sounds familiar.
It couldn't. I wrote it this morning. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirred.
No, I've heard it too.
I wrote it this morning.
Children, let's choose our battles. Your father says he wrote it, so I'm sure in some sense he did. He clearly copied it onto paper in any case.
That's right. When you copy something onto paper, you are writing it. So I wrote this poem, and I do not want to hear another word about it. All right.
Yes, Daddy. Father. Pater.
Now, I shall begin again by keeping interrupted. We may never leave this room until Easter. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirred, not even a mouse. But they did have bats. That
I asked you to fix.
I don't remember anything about a hole in the attic.
We discussed it. That's given.
Please, I'm trying to read my Christmas poem. And it's my Christmas poem, so shut up. Now, shall I start over?
No, dear. We love the first few lines so much, we just can't wait to move forward. Read us your poem, darling.
Don't call me darling. Call me Baron Munchausen.
I want to call you something in German. Can't I call you something in Latin?
Let me think. Deus. Deus meus.
Deus meus. Latin for my God, either Baron Munchausen, Deus meus, or your name, Edward.
What is going on here? I am so discouraged.
Dear, it's Christmas. Finish reading your poem. We'll discuss the German and Latin options later. Let me call you Edward, all right?
All right. All right, Stephanie. I'll keep reading the poem. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of bats flying round in their heads.
Oh my God. That was very disturbing. Do you think you could put something up against that hole in the attic?
Put something. That's very vague.
Well, I don't know, a piece of plywood.
Please, let me finish reading the poem. Then we'll deal with the bats.
You know, there seem to be a lot of bats. They're still in the
Are you going to let me finish reading the poem? Or not? What is going on here? Why am I bored every moment?
You're right here. Finish reading your poem. Baron Munchausen, please read your poem.
Did she just call me Baron Munchausen? She must be nuts. I was kidding before, Stephanie. God, you have no sense of humor.
Earlier you called me Mary. Yesterday you called me Carl. I've never heard you call me Stephanie before.
I shall call you Baroness Munchausen. Now, children, settle down. Your father wants to finish reading the poem. Shall I start over or pick up where I left off?
Pick up where you left off.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprung from the bed to see what was the matter.
Maybe you should stop here.
Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. When in through the window there didn't come cats. Instead there were hundreds of dangerous bats!
Darling, you should have seen how brave Teddy was. He took one of the bats from the bats, protected Cynthia and myself from the potential harm from the rabid bats, and killed all 12 of them. Wasn't that brave of Teddy?
We don't know they're rabid.
What?
That's prejudice. We don't know the bats are rabid.
Well, maybe not, but they certainly are aggressive. I mean, in the past the bats seemed disoriented. That's why they kept running into things. These bats are not disoriented. They want to kill us.
Maybe we deserve to die. But that's a longer conversation, and it is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Now gather around. Children, your father wants to finish reading the Christmas poem. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, which is ever so flat. Now dash away, look here comes look here comes look here comes seagull.
That was a lovely poem, Edward.
It isn't finished.
I'm bleeding.
I think I have a concussion. I think we should postpone further reading of the poem.
In my day, we didn't worry about a little bleeding, a little concussion. In my day, we walked to school even if it were 3,000 miles. In my day, we respected our elders. And when they became senile, we hit them with pots and with pans and with cats and with bats.
We'll bury your sister in the morning. Bury me? Oh, thank goodness. I thought you succumbed.
No, it was only a superficial wound.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm alive, you're alive, Teddy's alive, and, well, enough said.
What are we gonna do about?
Let's not talk about it. I know it's awkward, but your father was very difficult, and somehow one of the bats tied him to the chair.
Well, you helped.
I only held the chair. I wouldn't exactly call that helping. I didn't want your father to fall off the chair and, hurt his back.
Father was a tyrant.
Yes, he was. Or is. Depending on what's going on in there. Oh, very much, Alvin. Bipolar patron who needs to take medication but refuses. Are you still in there?
Do you want me to go check on him?
No. One of the bats has a knife and he could just as easily harm you. It's Christmas, I'll tell you what. Let's get in the car and drive. Find a lovely hotel, a cheap restaurant, or a motor lodge. And then we can have hot rolls, delicious entrees, scrumptious dessert. I can get drunk and you two can both have Coca-Cola. Colas! In the morning, we'll call an exterminator to take care of securing the house, and in the morning, if your father's dead, we'll bury him. And if he's alive, we'll bury him.
We'll bury him in both scenarios.
I'm sorry, that was a slip of the tongue. If your father's alive, we'll keep him tied to the chair, call in doctors, psychiatrists, get passports, and move to Norway! Norway!
The land of the midnight sun.
Norway, the birthplace of Ibsen.
So let's leave now and look for that comforting restaurant, and I'll try not